St. Rose women's basketball coach Karen Haig has amassed more than 300 career wins. She's led the Golden Knights to the NCAA tournament 4 times in her 15 seasons, and almost every year she builds St. Rose into a contender in the Northeast 10 Conference. But this is not a basketball story. In 1999, Haig was diagnosed with breast cancer. She beat it, but this isn't a cancer story either. While undergoing treatment, Haig and 2 friends who were also fighting the disease felt something was missing, not in their medical treatment, but emotionally. They wanted a place to go where women fighting the same fight could go for support and courage, so they built one. Camp Bravehearts was formed 15 years ago, a non-profit organization that offers women dealing with cancer a variety of weekend retreats focused on learning, healing, and sharing. Bravehearts is now thriving. Haig remains president. And this morning was the final day of the final retreat of the year. And from the Double H Ranch in Lake Luzerne, joined by Karen Haig. Thanks for inviting me up for this.
Thanks for coming. We love to share the joy that we're experiencing here.
Well, tell me about your inspiration for starting Camp Bravehearts.
15 years ago, when I was 37 years old and diagnosed with breast cancer for the first time, our oncology office sent myself and 3 other women from our support group to cancer camp. And we were in the Finger Lakes. We went wine tasting on the way home, and after a couple of wine tastes, we said, we should do something like this where we live. So we got back. Our oncologist helped us out. We formed a 501c3, and here we are 15 years later.
So I'll ask you in a minute about what this camp means to others, but thinking back to when you were going through cancer treatment, what did something like this and creating this mean to you?
You know, I had to almost be like forced to go to a support group. When I was first diagnosed, I didn't think I needed any of it. I didn't want any of it. And that support group changed my life, and the support group is why this exists. And this is a very unconventional support group because we don't ever talk about cancer in a clinical setting, or, you know, we don't sit down and share our feelings about that formally, but informally it happens everywhere. It happens when you're on the zip line, it happens when you're in the pedal boat, it happens when we're whitewater rafting, and that's the really, really cool thing. And the other wonderful thing is now with social media, these ladies stay connected all winter, and it's a beautiful and powerful sisterhood, let me tell you.
People who are going through a cancer diagnosis can share with family, friends, doctors. Why do they need something like this?
When you're in it, you can't explain it to someone who's not in it. It's when people come home from this camp, they try to explain it, and you can't. It's just being around people who know what you're going through, who appreciate what you're going through, and have walked the walk. And I can tell you all day, but you've not been there. You've not sat in that chemo chair. You've not been bald. So there's a level of trust and understanding that you can't get anywhere else.
To me, it would seem daunting to set up something like this. Did you have any doubts or reservations after you kind of conceived that idea?
No. I'm not that kind of person, you know what I mean? We just thought it'd be fun, and the very first weekend we had 43 ladies there. We were in a rustic YMCA camp with no plumbing. People had a blast, and it's been going strong. And I can tell you, you know, we have wonderful activities, but one year we were in Shelter Island, and it poured rain. And it was lightning, so we couldn't do any of our water activities. The evaluation still came back excellent, 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 because it's about just putting these guys together. You know, it's not rocket science here. I'm no mastermind. It's put these women together who want to be here, and it's magic.
Have you had campers in the past that didn't want to be here, but maybe they were forced to by a loved one, a doctor, and they get here and it changes everything for them?
Yes. The short answer to that is yes. I think we have someone here this weekend that might have been the case for, and watched her body language go from this to this, you know, while she was here. So we get a lot of that with wigs too. On Friday night, people come in, their wigs are on. By Sunday, the wigs are off.
I'm sure you have so much fun here, and it's got to be so powerful to see a lot of women overcome. As rewarding as it must be to see these campers and what they experience, I'm sure it must be difficult at times when you have campers that aren't here because they passed away from the disease within the past year.
Yeah, and that's really hard. I manage the database, and when I have to move somebody from the one tab into the other tab. It's very hard. And in recent years, we've lost some dear friends, and that's hard. But I guess it comes with the territory. The worst part of it, though.
Do you have people that come out here and do the zip line and do things that they never could have imagined themselves doing?
Absolutely, and that is the best part. You know, when you see, we had an 86-year-old lady, Bunny, up on the zip line a couple of years ago. Woo, and she climbed up. She didn't even get elevated. You can get like hoisted. She went up on her own. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Do you talk to your basketball team about what you do here? Are they aware of Camp Bravehearts?
They do know about it. I try not to like be super pushy or aggressive about it because it's, you know, it is what it is. But we have a Bravehearts game every year. Our, you know, they do the Think Pink initiative.
Yep.
So our Pink Day is crazy because all my alumni, of course, you know, like to show me love. So their alumni's parents, all my alumni are back in pink, and the Braves come, and it's a big day, and we really need to win on Pink Day. It's like major, but yeah, so they know, and they know what we do.
I got to imagine there are life lessons that, you know, you don't have to have been diagnosed with cancer to live life to the fullest and appreciate life, and maybe there's some of that can translate.
Talk about it all the time, you know, being in the moment, being present to what's happening right now instead of being behind your phone or doing this. I talk about it with my kids every day. One life, live it. And so yes, I do try to let my cancer experience inform my coaching and my philosophy.
So how has the camp changed in the 15 years since the first camp?
It's always kind of the same recipe, Kelly, because it's just, again, you put these great ladies together who are game for anything. This Double H staff are incredible. So it's a wonderful blend, and it's a wonderful mixture.
Karen, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's great to spread the word and share the joy of Bravehearts. Anyone out there who needs us, we're here.
And Karen eloquently explained what Camp Bravehearts means to her, but what does Karen's influence mean to others? I'm not qualified to answer that, but here's a few women who are.
Karen Haig is the most amazing, giving woman. Double H has the motto, shine bright. She shines bright, and she allows all of us to shine bright. She has so much love that she gives us, and we carry that love throughout the whole year. We're all kind of excited to get here to camp. We're kind of saddened to leave, but it's a good sad, and the energy that we get and the inspiration we get from this weekend, we just run with it. We take it. If we are having a downtime during the year, this is the inspiration that carries us through to the next camp. She is amazing, and I'm just grateful to be a part of Karen's life.
She's the heart and soul. Her energy, her ability to share, her enthusiasm is just contagious, and she brings us all together. It's a spirit that emulates an energy. It's just beautiful.
Karen's everything, and she's so fun, and she's just so great. And I don't really know. I think we would need about 3 weeks for me to get into everything about Karen, but we're really lucky to have her, and we're really fortunate that she continues to do camp for us. I mean, we're all grateful. We are all very grateful.
And to help defer the cost to campers, tax-deductible contributions are always welcome. To read more about the camp and find out how to help, the website is braveheartscamp.org. Also, a poignant look at this morning's emotional goodbye that's on the way. Plus, Jimmer Fredette played sparingly for the Spurs but didn't score in their preseason opener. Did the Glens Falls sharpshooter collect his first preseason points of the season tonight? That's next on The Edge.